What is up, everybody? I'm going to give you guys a little recap and review on the new chapter of Yamada-kun to 7 のMajo. In other words, you call it Yamada-kun and the 7 Witches. Now, I really must apologize if this recap and review of the chapter is very late, due to the fact that I had a very late exercise here and there, and did not realize until the chapter got translated on a certain website and so forth. So if anything else, let's continue. Okay, we pick up where we left off, where Ushio says he's gonna use the power, you know? But Yamada, on the other hand, says, no, stop, what are you talking about? I'm the one that's gonna use it. And besides, what's with you? And Ushio says, like, listen, you have a lot more to lose than me, alright? That's the fact. And therefore, Yamada's like, can you knock it off with this kind of selfish act already? What about Odagiri? What about the chess club and so forth? And then we have to it that Ushio goes like, listen, I told you before that I wanted to use this power to be forgotten really badly and go by myself the way I was before. Even Ushio says that many chapters back, if we remember, you know? Like, how many chapters was it? Like, 5 chapters ago or so? I think that's around there at most. Around chapter 167, if I remember correctly. But Yamada gets really ticked up and grabs him and says, are you stupid or something? And Ushio says, who you think is really stupid? You and your freaking crazy buttocks or something, blah, blah, blah. And Takigawa Noa tries to break it up by saying, okay, easy. Both you, how about you play John Campone or rock, paper, scissors to decide who's gonna use the power? But apparently, that was not the case. They end up punching each other and they both get into a big old fight. And we get to know a little flashback and we get to know more of a backstory about Ushio and Yamada, how they were back in middle school, as it's shown. And therefore, they end up fighting each other back then. And we have to it that Ushio had better grades, that's for sure. And he's always been tall. And he's been lucky with Valentine chocolates or something. And, you know, Yamada is really jealous about all that. Especially with his brains, his genes, his way how he gets tall and so forth. But when it came to, like, rough and tough and fighting, Ushio will always be the one losing. It shows the backstory of where Ushio and Yamada fought these gangs, except Ushio's on the one on the ground, and how they used to be good old guys, best friends, you know, former best friends actually. So former friends are fighting over who's gonna use the power, so because of certain aspects here and there, and therefore Yamada says, you know, you beat me at everything, but there's only one thing I could beat you at, and therefore he kicks Ushio and he wins. However, it was too late. Ushio used the power already, and Yamada's like, you did not just use it right now, did you? And we have to it that Ushio says, you have way more to lose than I do, okay? It's the only best way I could offer. And therefore Yamada gets really upset about this and says, you stupid idiot. That kind of thing. And apparently after like certain things here and there, we have to it that our boy Tamaki is voted as president after that power usage, and and Odagiri Nene is right there, and they have a little small talk about like and so forth. Even Yamada's like Tamaki says like, it's all thanks to Yamada, dude. He really like got me into this chair. But apparently Odagiri Nene says, Yamada, that delinquent. And later on we get to find out that after the power usage here and there, we have to it that it helped out, but apparently not only they've forgotten Ushio possibly, but they also forgotten Yamada, which is to my shock and surprise, which became a plot twist right there for me. So overall, this chapter, it is a fight between Ushio and Yamada, seeing who should do what, you know. And I think this became a little important because we had to know a little bit more backstory of Yamada and Ushio, how they were used to be former friends and how they used to hate each other, you know. And even though they still beat each other up, and Yamada always be the one winning because he's stronger in terms of physical strength and fighting style, you know. But in terms of other aspects that Yamada has been doing, you know, there's a reason behind all that, you know. So until then, so overall, I gotta say the chapter came out pretty nice, pretty cool in a certain way. I really wish there will be more backstory and so forth. And the way how it ends off with Yamada also being forgotten too after the power usage is pretty crazy. So I don't know why it works out like that, though I may have a good idea or feeling or possibly hypothesis or theory that I could think of right now. I think whoever earns that power, I think that might have used it at the same time. But Ushio is the one that used it right now. So there might be a connection if having the same power will actually have people forget about you, you know? Though it's just a hot thought. It's just a hot thought here and there. I don't know how that is possible, but I guess we're gonna have to find out in the next couple of chapters. So the vote is over. Tamaki is the student council president, you know. Odagiri Nene is the secretary or something. Or I don't know, that kind of thingy bobber. And so forth. So I don't know what's gonna happen next, but guarantee of all, hey, things are gonna get all crazed up and stuff, okay? So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, right? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toodaloo.